Do you want to make a difference today? The way you can make a difference today is by aligning yourself with NLC, because NLC is about today, but maybe more importantly, it's about tomorrow.
Training.
Mentoring.
Entrepreneurship.
Diversity.
Results.
Progressive leadership.
Creating an army. That's what we're doing here, an army of people who have a similar vision as to what we want and expect in the future of our country.
We're about building a progressive organization that's entrepreneurial in nature. We're about building awareness of issues. We're about building a positive platform that tomorrow's leaders can work on.
The people.
People. Really good people.
Like-minded people.
People that are trying to save the world.
Good people.
The people. What I like about this organization is the people. I like that it is a group of highly ambitious, highly educated, highly innovative people.
When New Leaders Council drew me in whenever they talked about building the next farm team of progressive leaders.
I think the greatest thing about NLC is just the general enthusiasm the young people have for the organization. And that really starts with the Institute, where people are committing serious chunks of their lives, you know, in their free time and their weekends to be a part of this community. And it's that sense of bonding and the shared values that bring people together.
Well, the great thing about NLC is it connects like-minded progressives who are working towards a better community under one organization.
The alumni network, that's going to get you excited. I don't care who you are. I don't care what age you are. If you go to an NLC event or sit down with a bunch of NLC graduates for dinner and just start talking about policy and about positions and about careers and about issues, it's exciting as hell. These are committed people. If you think American youth, quote unquote, is cynical, is unengaged, disengaged, come to NLC.
There are obstacles, but you can get over them, and there's a network of people who are going to help you understand how to accomplish what you want to do, and that you can really do anything.
I think actually the people in the NLC, they're going to be your next congressman. You're going to be your next senators. They're going to be your next governors, mayors. And I would actually be so bold to say the next president down the road is going to come out of the NLC network.
The results.
Results. Results. Results-oriented.
Results. There's a lot of talk in politics, but NLC is about focusing on results and ultimately getting people ready to take real responsibility as opposed to just kind of political jabbering. You know, I think that we all have good instincts as progressives and things that we want to see and that we want to make the world better. NLC is about actually learning how to get things done.
The New Leaders Council had a direct impact on me moving ahead in my workplace.
There's a different approach. Instead of pointing fingers, instead we can be united and we can work together for enacting change that benefits all of us. And so that's the most important thing that we can do right now.
What I've gotten from NLC, I don't know if I can completely quantify. And I say that because NLC literally changed my life.
Training. Modern advocacy training.
All the money that we raise, most of that goes right back into teaching the next class of fellows and giving them the skills that I've learned. And so that's the thing that appeals to me the most. And when I'm speaking to other organizations and groups, I can proudly say that that money that they're contributing goes right back into the program.
I think New Leaders Council succeeds in its operations in one area because we are a very lean organization. So we make smart, thoughtful decisions.
The amazing thing about NLC is it's really a volunteer-based organization. We've got great curriculum, we've got the Institute, we've got people of great diversity applying for the Institute, and the curriculum really teaches people teamwork, teaches them basic skills on communication, entrepreneurism.
The training is phenomenal in terms of how to fundraise.
The value in the training is exceptional. There are many leadership programs throughout the city, throughout the country, but very few offer people who are very much the all-stars of what they do.
What I think NLC does well is start with the assumption that you're going to learn as much from your peers as you are from the organization and the program.
We're very different from businesses that say, okay, our results are we're just going to make more money. What we're looking to do is we're putting together a team of people who come from around the country, who enjoy working together. We are the organization that's going to give you the skills to run a state house, but also run a local hospital, to lead a union, but also start a company.
Diversity?
Diversity. Racially diverse.
Diversity. Incredibly diverse.
Diversity is one of the key pillars of New Leaders Council. I mean, we're a progressive movement that we're building, and diversity needs to be at the forefront. So, I mean, we have folks from the LGBT community, from the Latino community, the African American community, folks from different regions, urban, rural. You know, it's a kind of our own little melting pot that we're creating.
I feel welcomed by the fact that there are people from all kinds of walks of life and incredibly diverse. It's empowering. I feel empowered by that. I can go home and I can reflect on the fact that I'm a part of a national movement of individuals that think like myself.
What NLC attracts is a much broader array of leaders. We're talking about business leaders, people in law, people in science, people in banking, people in the nonprofit, the tech sector, that are all coming together around shared values. The future
leaders.
Future of NLC is really exciting.
Today, NLC has become a movement. They'll be the people who will be on TV really framing the conversation, creating great policy ideas that will shape our country, working across the aisle in DC and their state capitals and their city governments to make sure that policy really reflects the needs and values of the community, and that it's not a minority that steers the debate, but a majority. They'll be fundamentally changing the culture in politics.
I think the future is clear. I think the future is when you are a young person who's a young leader in whatever part of the country, it could be near a city, it could be in a rural area somewhere, you know that despite whatever challenges you face in your local area, you know that nearby there's an NLC chapter.
As an organization, I definitely see New Leaders Council expanding to all 50 states.
And in the long run, I think NLC is a community that's absolutely capable of running presidential campaigns, managing presidential administrations, and working together to really make our country a lot stronger and the world a better place.
What we need folks to do is to get involved. There's great energy behind NLC. We need financial resources. Every dollar goes to training people, which there's no more powerful thing right now is training the next generation and giving them the skills and the tools in their toolbox to succeed.
It's exciting for me, often feeling like I'm a pioneer, someone my age, as in an elected position. It's just very exciting to see more and more people getting involved. It's important that we train and engage the next generation.
NLC.
NLC.
New Leaders Council.
NLC.
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 New Leaders Council.
We're awesome.